Hi, and welcome to Cox Local Edition on CNN Headline News. My name's Jessica Carver with Cox Communications. This morning we have a special guest with us, Dr. Jack Dale, Superintendent of Fairfax County Public Schools. How are you doing today?
Great, thanks for having me.
Wonderful, thank you so much for coming in. Now, I wanted to talk a little bit about, you received your achievement scores for the last year. Can you give us an overview of those scores?
Yeah, once again, it's great. In spite of budget cuts, we are continuing to have increased percentages of our kids pass all the standards of learning exam in Virginia. The national exams, the SAT and ACT, we continue to show growth in there and closing gaps. So we have a greater percentage to our traditionally underperforming groups, Hispanic and African American and children in poverty, doing a lot better. So that's great. We have National Merit Scholarship qualifiers. So it's been a great compilation of data from last spring's testing.
Wonderful. And can you tell us about how, in spite of your massive cutbacks that you've had over the past couple of years, you've still managed to do well with those achievement scores?
Yeah, it's a little bit of, I think what we're doing is we're becoming much more focused with our resources, and so we're limiting some of what people might say are maybe not so much extraneous, but on the edge. And so we're really focused. And I think our training with our teachers and just the phenomenal quality of our teachers and our principals in our schools, but it's really pretty much a laser-like focus on individual kids. We're moving from just the teaching of the 25, 30 kids in the classroom to really focusing on all of the kids to make sure that each and every child fully understands the curriculum. And that laser-like focus, I think, is really what's helped our achievement.
Perfect. And tell us a little bit about your budget and how that's going to look for this year and then as well as for the next year.
Yeah, this current school year, we were fortunate in not having to make any increases in class size. We did cut lots of central office positions, in excess of 100 different positions to make our budget balance. The bad news is we still haven't gotten a salary increase for any of our employees over the last 2 years. This coming planning as we do for this next fall or for the next school year, we're hoping that we can do a salary increase for all of our employees and not have any increase in class size, but at least get the salary increases going back for our employees.
I know that your employees would definitely appreciate
Absolutely,
that.
absolutely, yeah.
And you're currently undergoing a boundary study throughout the school district. Can you tell us a little bit
Yeah,
about
we
that?
actually have two of them, so it almost probably feels like the whole district. One is the southwest area where the school board voted to close Clifton Elementary School, and so now we have to figure out how best to distribute those kids as well as some other kids in neighboring schools that are overcrowded, and it'll be a combination of looking at additions on some schools, changing boundaries for others, and we have a large amount of community input on that whole process during this fall. Simultaneous to that, we're starting what we call an Annandale Regional Study, which is to relieve the overcrowding at Annandale High School. It's probably our most overcrowded high school in the county, and it'll impact lots of schools around that area. So we having the citizens in that area begin to look at different options that can help relieve that overcrowding. So it's a fairly massive undertaking. Boundary studies are never a lot of fun for anybody, but we have to get through them to get the kids distributed the right way in the schools.
Of course. So tell us if any of our viewers are looking for more information about Fairfax County Public Schools, if they want to call the office to talk about anything, if they have questions about the boundary studies and how that may affect their kids, how can they find out that information?
Well, probably the best way to go to find out is to go to our website, the www.fcps.edu, and on our website typically then are all the links to the boundary study meetings, the budget process, student achievement, and so anything that people would want to find out.
Perfect. Well, Dr. Dale, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thanks very much.
And thank you for joining us on Cox Local Edition on CNN Headline News. Remember to follow us on Facebook and Twitter. Thank you.